everybody. How's it going? Going good here. It is somehow very much Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Oh, I almost failed that one. Hi, Bunton. How's it going? I will have to pause at some point because I am waiting for a package where the delivery period was supposed to be 4 to 6 my time zone, and it is just after 5 now, and you would not guess what is not here yet. So I can't even get them to leave it on my porch because it's one of those ones where you have to give them a code. So yeah, I have one earbud in, so I will be able to hear the door. So let's hope that I'm not missing any big audio sound cues. Yeah, I bet, like, with the package stuff, some of the stuff, it's not good, huh? Chances are I'll have to play this entire stream without my proper sound cues, and yet will not receive the package until after. That would have been a wrong phase to enter. Yeah, things are otherwise good. Sorry about the long gap between my RSI and getting sick and having multiple people come to visit. It's been a crazy few weeks. I'm hoping that I'll be able to play more regularly again for a little bit. But, we're going to potentially have a shorter game session today. If I feel my arm acting up, I'm not going to push it too far. And if there's no if, that's just how it is. But it's a few weeks until we have any other visits, and we wouldn't be streaming that weekend anyway because there's stuff going on. And otherwise, we've been doing a lot of Silksong and E33. So having a good time there. But yeah, I'll just get started then. I keep dithering and being like, I should do my introduction a little longer, not for like YouTube algorithm reasons, but in case the package gets delivered, so I don't have to pause in the middle of a weird fight or something. This is an interesting chapter for me personally, because despite it only being chapter 4 that's coming, I remember one of the fights in this being way harder than the final boss for me. Or, like, the stuff leading up to the final boss. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be fine this time. I have a fully decked out camera, or largely decked out camera. Who am I playing as? Oh, summary. If no one remembers something, does that mean it never happened? Ruka Minazuki, another one of the girls who disappeared 10 years previously, comes to Rogetsu Isle after Misaki and Madoka. Ruka grew up on the island. I wish they didn't switch between the two because they don't start with the same sound. But after the incident, she and her mother left. Ruka has her own reasons for coming here. Ruka wants to piece together her lost memories. Why doesn't she remember where she was born, or what her father looked like, what was done to her and the other girls, what happened on the island the day they were taken? While exploring Rogetsu Hall in search of the key to her memories, Ruka encounters the ghost of Madoka in the room next to the Aso Museum. She then looks in the mirror and is greeted with a vision of her own face, warped and distorted. I'm glad they have these recaps. That's really convenient, actually, for streaming purposes. I'm not sure these are good memories to get back. Alright, phase 4, Void. We're back in this room, which we should search. Here's a little doll that I can't take a photo of. Okay, I'm going to check. This is pause, right? Yes. I wanted to check that for when my package gets delivered, because if I'm in the middle of a fight, I don't have time to be focusing on all this stuff. Note from Madoka 5. I don't understand. Since I saw the one with no face, I don't understand anymore. My face is breaking, but I remember now. Me crying, Ayako's face, a hand grabbing me. The mask is coming. Blood red. That music? Fallen face. No, don't show me anymore. I remember. We were chosen. It hurts. Everything. Shut it out. Shut it all out. I don't want to see. I want to shut it out, but the moon is calling. The moon, moon, moon. I want to be somewhere dark with no moon. I'm going back to my room. The real threat of this game is, in fact, Moon. We all thought that Moon was over with a long time ago, but no, Moon's here. Come on. I saw the shadow when I nearly let go of the button. Like, there's a hand. It was my hand. Alright, let's see. Anything else? I'm not seeing any... Nothing's lighting up, so probably not. I guess we're going back to Madoka's room. Or is this... This is the first time Ruka's been there. I think Misaki has been... The timeline starts getting a little confusing at points. How do I... Nope, that's not run. This is run? Yeah. It's been 2 weeks. And let's see, which button is... Yeah. Oh, I should change to Type 7 film. What's my lenses situation? Good. Wait. Do I not have the... Okay, I don't have the last one. I feel like I should hold on to my red... I guess I don't have any need to hold on to my red spirit stones. I might as well just update cameras. Even though I don't use these lenses very often. I mean, I should. There's so many buttons at this point. Yeah, probably festival. Yeah, the shuffle quickly button. No, you are so completely correct, Cass. Hi, Cass. Nobody here has a real run. They just have a slight jog. Darn, I missed you. Tries to remember all the buttons and what's different. Alright, let's follow the nurse. Nurse is this way. Oh. Warning, loud noises. That music again. Who's playing that music? I am not going to pause until I turn off that music. There we go. I guess I can strafe to save point. No, I can't, because it's in grayscale mode. Grayscale mode, something we usually try to avoid in a Fatal Frame game, but this time... Nah. Oh, because I can't see her face. Okay, whatever. We ain't doing completionist on this round because I'm streaming and I'm not going to be reloading saves over and over. So I'll go turn this off and then probably fight a nurse, I would guess. What nurse? Come on, buttons? Is that not it? It's over here. Oh, right, that's the call. This is... There we go. Is this where the music's coming from? Yes, for the love of God. There's a logbook by the switch. One item to report today. Experimented with musical therapy by playing music over the speakers between 12 p.m. and 5 p.m. As usual, the music was a selection from the moon sounds. Some patients, especially the younger children, were seen to present extreme reactions not normally seen in them. Which, to be fair, this music makes me nauseous. Since the therapy has been proven to produce an effect, it may be carried out again in the future. However, I believe most of the reactions seen today were not positive. The behavior of our patients still holds many mysteries for us. The next time such experiments are carried out, please prepare as much as possible for unanticipated situations. Alright, I guess. Okay, that's the speaker board. There's nurses' uniforms. I'm guessing that probably, yeah, something was going to happen there. Oh boy, the light for room 207 is lit up. Ayako is written on the nameplate, and while Masaki has encountered the beauties and joys of Ayako before, Ruka hasn't. Oh, we're fighting you? Oh, dodged her. Whoops. That did not work. Why did I let go of the camera while I was pressing the button? There you are. Let's lock on. Didn't quite do it, but doesn't matter. We were really close. This is why I haven't been using the lenses, but I should probably remember how to use the lenses at some point. Memo, musical therapy. A meeting will take place tomorrow at 6 p.m. to explain the experimental treatment of playing music over the speaker system. Information about the location of the meeting will follow. The nurse in charge of room 207 in the new building should bring the music score from the room next door. So we need to go next door to 207. Cool. I don't see why you attacked me. Ayako's the problem. Map is... What's the button for map again? Alright, this is the direction I want to go. I can go either way, but I think the other way might still be locked. And also is the long way. I like that even though we've switched to an over-the-shoulder camera, we still get some cool set shots from going between rooms. Well, let's check out Madoka's room while we're here, because she did say she was going there. Kind of hate Madoka's room, but you know. That's none of my business. I wish dismissing the words did not trigger the same noise. Did not trigger the same noise as finding an item, because then I get confused every time. No Madoka's not here. Oh, right. Slowly reach. Cass, this is the game that it originated in, is the slowly reach. Since I know you've just been finishing the 2 remake. Madoka's notebook. I wake up and realize I'm looking at the moon. When I look at the moon, my mind comes back a little. But now I think I'm going to stop looking. Ruka, do you remember? I wanted to get back what I couldn't remember, but some things are best left forgotten. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all going away. All going away. It's over. Cool, thanks, Madoka. Not sure I needed a separate note for that one, girl. Scary. Yeah, is that not just the mood this week? And in fact, for some time now, the mood is... Not getting any other item notifications here. Alright. Bye, Madoka. You weren't here. I always forget that there's a door here. It shouldn't be unlocked yet, I don't think. Nope. Or at all. Doorknob's rotted off. This is what's-his-name's room, the boy. Gotta remember to hold my... I play with my controller tilted way down, sitting in my lap. And that's really bad for my wrist. So I'm trying to break that habit and play with my hands up. Oh, you're here still. Hey, buddy. Can I blossom you if I take some weak shots? I don't think I ever got you blossoms. I'm not sure why sometimes she exits camera mode when I don't tell her to. Alright, you're nearby. I feel you. I'm not gonna blossom you. Oops, adult height. Dodge him. Did not dodge him. Oops, I had better heal. Nope, that's Matt. With my 45 herbal medicines. It is his room, I mean, to be fair, but he didn't have to start attacking. Oh, you're right there. You're on top of me? Yes, okay. You're just not gonna blossom, huh? Alright. Blossoming is a mechanic in this game where the ghosts lose their faces for a bit, and they count as separate entries on the ghost registry. And because of that, since it's a replay, I wanted to be able to get him to blossom even if it meant for a worse fight. But, what's his name again? I can't remember. I'm going to look at the name plaque as if I can freaking read it, which I cannot. No, I actually should be able to read that. I may... Is that Ame? Yeah. Amagi, here. Even though this is kind of cheating. Amaki. Kazuto Amaki. There we go. So you were basically correct, since it's just the vocalization shift there. Ayako. it's time for Ayako's room. If you haven't seen Ayako's room, you're in for such a delightful surprise. Oh, and she's here. Hi, baby. Am I your new doll? Oh, you're standing in front of the weird secret door. Do I have to fight you in a much smaller room? Do I have a stone mirror yet? We'll find out. Yes, I do have a stone mirror. Medical file for Ayako, no last name given. Ayako, female, age 12, room 207. Patient exhibits symptoms of sudden memory loss as well as singular lack of ethics and morality, exemplified in the enjoyment she gets from causing pain and taking life. She may be using aggressive behavior as a means to keep a grip on her sense of self. Other patients have displayed tendencies to cling to objects or aspects of personality, but Ayako is the first to cling to violence. Her Moonlight syndrome may only be in a moderate stage of advancement, but she requires careful observation. There's still an item around here. There you are. Alright, well, Ruka's camera's fully dealt with. I feel like there should be something back here. I would hide something back here if I were me. Wait, sorry, if I were me, that's kind of the theme of this game, but not what I meant to say. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, let's go in the hole. Oh, no, let's not go in the hole because I'm getting jumped. I'm healing because everybody does so much damage in this game. You know, I did get her to blossom before, so I am switching to type 14. Oops. Well, I didn't get her, but she didn't get me. Where are we flying? There we go. Don't like fighting her. It's not fair that she could just do damage to you, and that's actually why I was like, I feel like if I'm going to Ayako's room, I'm going to get jumped, and so I have to heal before I go into her room, because otherwise I can actually just get insta-killed. I didn't feel like I used that many shots, but I clearly did. I really should look up how to use lenses again. Does it say in here? No, I'd have to go into the files. Whatever. Okay, now it's time to go in the hole. If I were me, where would I put it? Alright. This room you would think would be less horrible. Not with those sounds. There's nothing here, but it's type 7, so I'll take a shot anyway. Just in case there was something invisible. Great, I get to pull these back. Did that not count? Okay, didn't count. Cool. Not less horrible. Was that what was lit up in here? No, there's something else around here. There. These notes, I recognize this melody. I might remember something if I play it on the dining hall piano. Also a notebook. Memory and music are deeply connected. I've seen many examples of music prompting the recollection of forgotten memories. One such case was a patient of mine who would play various phrases on a piano, seemingly using the notes and phrases as tools to explore her own mind. She started to play several similar phrases over and over, changing the key slightly each time. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Those phrases must have had some connection with her deeply buried memories. The improvement in her condition was dramatic and surprising. Unfortunately, she, after recovering her memories. I wish I didn't have to censor for YouTube's sake, but because they deleted the channel when I did it with my first video, I am not taking any chances in case I'm flagged or something. This case ended in failures, but what's certain is that music can reach deep regions of the mind inaccessible to mere language. There is music like that on this island. I remember hearing it when I was a child. They call them moon sounds. There are different kinds of moon sounds, but I remember some of them being used during rituals and festivals. Most of the moon sounds seem to have been passed down by word of mouth. The melodies are ancient, but I've definitely seen documents about them somewhere. Seems it was worth coming to this island in the end. Alright, time to go to the dining hall. Can I leave via this door? Instead of having to go back through Ayako's? Nope. Something mysterious on the other side of that door, I suppose. Let's leave the wheezing. Let's leave Wheezeville. Another item? Oh, no, sorry, that's almost certainly just the stone mirror again. He spins. Let's leave the doll arms. Alright, I have the music. I guess I'll go down the other stairs? Oh, no, I can't go around. That's right. There's one of the dolls there, for the record, if anyone who's doll hunting, which again was introduced in this game. There's a doll in every room in this game. I have the list fully complete, so it's not even giving me the option to take photographs of them this time. Oh, I was gritting my teeth during the Ayako stuff. My jaw's tight. Alright. Let's go hit up the save point. Okay, let's go answer the phone and then hit up the save point. I'll strafe it at least. This is Madoka, I think. Yep, that's Madoka. Even if I didn't recognize the voice, she is talking about the same stuff. Technically, it auto-saves when you strafe, so you don't necessarily have to make physical saves, but I'm more confident in them. Anything I want from here? Nah. Oh, I guess there's several lenses I don't have. And I have many, many camera points. Though I could also spend those on costumes. which I'm not going to because I actually tend not to use costumes, even though they're really cute. Alright, extra lenses. Since I'm here anyway, I'm going to just check if there's an item in the room under the stairs. Might as well. Don't worry about the mummy. The mummy isn't real and can't hurt you. Alright, let's just leave. Nothing lit up. If I do a wide circle, it's because I'm looking for my item meter to light up, since you can't see items otherwise. Oh wait, no, the fastest road is the other way, isn't it? On the other side of the stairs. What am I doing? Dining hall is this way. In my defense, Ruka doesn't have memories. Not in my defense, she's been to it in this game already. Oh, hi. Woman in black lurking. Just thought I would keep my eyes on her for some reason. Yeah. Here's Johnny is the correct vibe. Here's characters whose names I remember. Item? Item. Cool. That's useful. It's funny, I've played the other games enough times now that I don't quite get nervous, but I do still get nervous while playing this one. Okay, there's the projector. Here's the piano. Play the piano by following the notes. The piano is the real final boss of this game. I will say that now. Press the button corresponding to each glowing key to play it. You'll be successful if you can match the timing. I have only one earbud in. According to the score, it should sound like this. Nope, that's X. Whoops. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, come on, play it again for me. Okay, yes. Not fast enough. I know this song. I've heard it before. Now do it on a Wiimote. I shan't. I shan't be doing that. Yes, I always took that lift. Investigate the lift. I think I have to take the other door out, but that should be right next to the piano, actually. Yeah, right over here. woman in black walking. Well, where's this item that it's telling me is here? Dresser, maybe? Nope. This is what I don't like about the item mechanic, is just the amount of time I spend hunting for it, but... technically, that's fine, though. Like, I know if there's going to be... They usually tell you if there's something that you actively need. So I can just skip those if I wish to, but I never will. That simply won't... Oh, there's more? Is it just telling me... Oh, item on the ground. Letter dropped by woman in black. What could be the matter with you of late? Why are you in such a foul mood? Back then, when I first told you how I felt about you, you rejected me completely and utterly, even though you always smiled at me after you became me. I want to see you smile like that again. Where shall we go for our walk today? Normal behaviors. I always took this lift. It doesn't seem to be switched on. The lift services floors 1 to 4. A key is required to access the 4th floor. The lift is powered from the underground switchboard room and can be switched on and off from there. The code to activate the switch is 23. Please go to the switchboard room in the event of power-related lift failure. There's a map of the 1st floor and basement floor. Rogetsu Hall was built as a sanatorium extension to a Highborough infirmary, but there are also guest facilities on the 1st floor. The rooms in this building have all been named with a moon motif. 101, Harmonious Moon, Entrance Hall. 102, Glorious Moon, Dining Hall. The Asso Museum is a room dedicated to Professor Asso's visit to the island and features important materials on display. Entrance is free. Anyone wishing to visit should apply at reception. Pale Moon, the pool in the Moonflower Garden courtyard, may also be used freely between July and October. Note to staff regarding underground floors. Entrance to rooms other than the switchboard room and water storage room is strictly prohibited. Well, I have to find the switchboard. Let's look at the map. That's a closet. I guess we should go... outdoors. There's a courtyard here. Downstairs. I don't know how to... I know how to enlarge, reduce. Can I not? Well, I'm pressing all the buttons. It's not letting me check other floors. Let me see if it's an item. A file. There we go. Nope, that's just this. I can't actually look at the picture. No, I can't actually look at the picture that came with it. Alright. Well, I'll just follow the lady. Woman in black with sister. This is a closet, the map said. It's a locked closet. No more item stuff. Not that way? This way, I guess. Oh, there's an item. Come on, item. Up on these masks? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm all full up, so you can keep that in your mouth for me, thanks. In fact, I should probably... because I know I can pick some up here, and maybe I'll heal while I'm at it. Oh, wait, no, I have to take some other pictures first. It's fine. I'll heal regardless. I can always buy more healing if I need to. Why do I seem nervous? I mentioned that there's a fight that I basically found to be the hardest in the game that I had to do the most tries on when I first played, and that was with a camera I hadn't fully filled. But it was this one. Maybe I'll just check how to use lenses. Ignore all this stuff because I don't actually have most of these. Don't even worry about it. I'm just hoping that the tutorial stuff is in here, and they're not. Documents? I don't see the documents. There we go. Why? Okay. Alright, there's one in this little corner, isn't there? What if I just ignored you for a moment and picked up some items and stuff? Would that be allowed, ma'am? Not very useful to me personally. Okay, well, excuse me, ma'am. I don't remember the strategy. I remember there was one. You can see she's a doll from this close. So the doll's name is me. So the don't touch me is don't touch the doll named me. But it's also don't touch me because this is all about identity and fractured identity. Whoops, wrong button. Let's get ourselves some space. Just wasting film. Oh my god, I got so lucky. I got so lucky. And yes, I was using a better camera and better film, but I actually... she can teleport around and, like, use the doll's health bar or something like that. But I managed to actually target her directly, which is actually kind of rare and unusual. Okay, so there's something on the ground where the doll was. Cool. Unconcerning. Is that what it said? I guess before I look at that stuff, I'm going to look at the other... there it is. I'm going to look at the other parts of this before I pick that up and trigger things. I did not expect that to go as well as it did. Yeah, the doll cannot be actually KO'd. And it does very little damage and doesn't have a health bar because it's not a ghost. Alright, I think I've picked up all the other items in this area first, which is important. Because we're about to get, I believe, if I remember correctly, well, I'll let you see it. Switchboard room. Cool. Where's that? Oh, is that locked room that I tried to jiggle originally? Great. Suddenly I just got very nervous. Why is that? It is time for our final boss ghost chase. Time to shuffle as quickly as I am able. Alright, we have color back. She can't actually do that much harm. She's not an insta-kill ghost, even though she should be, I think, frankly. Although I'm playing on easy, so, like, maybe she is on other difficulties. She usually takes about a quarter of your health bar, or half a health bar in one hit. So that makes her slightly less threatening, but she still does it with just a touch. And is not fightable at this stage. She's very pretty for a woman with no face. I've changed my film. Yeah, I have. Okay. Alright, item. Hello. Item down low. Item. Item bar has vanished. Why has item bar vanished? Oh, okay, you're further in item. There we go. Yeah, I could have picked that up outside, but I wasn't going back there. I don't know if she actually haunts the area for a little bit. Time to go into some additionally scary spaces. Hospital storage rooms kind of suck regardless. Alright, we have a right and we have a left. Let's go left first. The girls are being so well behaved. And you may note that it's 5 minutes to the hour and my package hasn't arrived. This must be the switchboard room. Seems like everything's still working. Item. Doll in that box over there. I won't be able to tell if there's more items until I pick these up. I'm not going to touch the radio right away. Let's get this one first. Much better. Okay, switch box is almost certainly, yeah, it's interactable, so let's do the radio thing now. Nurse's memo. To today's on dirt. Let's start that one right over. To today's on-duty nurse. The password for the door to the 3rd floor ward has been changed to 1956. I'm not going to remember this. There are some extremely sick patients on the 3rd floor, so please be careful with the door to that floor. Okay, I guess that's useful. There's an item over here, yes. Man, whoever I play next is going to get their camera so upgraded. Thank you for writing that down. And the other one was 23 was the code we might need. Okay, so this is the 23 code, I assume. Okay, so it's 9 on the other side. No, not that one. There we go. Wow, the lift should be working now. Does that count? Even though... No. Okay. Oh, wow. I guess I should go look at this horrid area. Nothing bad will happen to me following a groaning ghost. Some bad things might happen to me if I follow this groaning ghost. Like having to fight a groaning ghost in this horrible space. The living shall not enter. What if I did anyway? What's the worst could happen if I enter a space where I'm told explicitly I should never enter? Item? Item. The reason I groaned when I came in here is I feel like there was an optional boss that you can fight in this area. It's locked. Responsible locking of underworld forbidden gates. Uh-oh. Bad sign. Why won't it open? So I have to fight this guy now. Where are you going to come from? Where are you going to come from? Where are you? What wall are you in? Okay, just straight ahead. I appreciate that. Did I miss him with the fatal frame? Was it just that he got knocked back far enough to not do so much damage? Sorry, did the package come and they not leave the code? He just ran through. That's open the door. Come on. Let me damage you. Thank you. Tiny corridors are so frustrating. Not... A, it's hard to see them. Hard to see where they're coming from. And B, they just get knocked back through the walls and then you can't keep doing anything. You're just slowly turning. On the Court of the Unhallowed. The Court of the Unhallowed is the residence of the deceased. The faces of the deceased can change and thus be in danger of blossoming. On the first sign of blossoming in the deceased, thou must harvest the face and remove the bud. Being done, thou must place a false face on them, that doth be like their face, to preserve their appearance as when living. The mask becometh part of the deceased. The mask becometh the deceased. The deceased becometh the mask. Let not the living into the court of the unhallowed, lest their minds be lost and they be in danger of budding. Only those who are trained and have moonlight in their soul may enter. But be thou warned, let not any soul into the court on nights where the moon be not full. It's a lot of intense rules. Anyways, for all that was annoying fight, I didn't take any hits, so I'll take that. Alright, anything spooky with the radio? Are you gonna jump scare me? You gonna jump scare me? No? Yay. I love not getting jump scared. Ah, shit. Ma'am? Ma'am? Can you not do this one? Are we still in grayscale mode? We're not. Cool, I'll save. I think we're hitting the end of the chapter. Ooh, I did not remember that. Although I guess it's probably significant that she came out of that room that we just learned about. Don't like those implications. Did I just save? I totally did, but I'm doing it again. She was just gonna get the door for me. She's so nice. Nice lady. Well, okay. Oh, God. Yeah, why is there ghosts everywhere today? No? Nope, that one should count. If I showed that last photo to any expert, they'd be like, that's a ghost photograph. Alright, I don't even remember where I'm going anymore. What floor? I don't have the key, so I guess number 3? Because it said that there was a key required for number 4. And I've been to number 2. Okay, we got a door here. That's the door that seems to have the logo that we focused on, so let's not go there immediately. Let's do a little look around first. We got a save point. That's convenient. But I feel like it's going to make me save properly break in anyway. We got another corridor here, but we can't move because it's blocked by a red wheelchair, a device that infamously cannot be moved. Sorry, wheelchairs blocking things that are not like stairways and things like that are a bit of a pet peeve for me. Because... Sorry, excuse me? Like, if there's not enough room to maneuver it, that's a different situation. Oh, I hate it in here. I remember this room. I looked forever for an item in here. I was like, over here, over here. He's calling. Fortunately, I don't need a man to move it, although there is a very great guy in this game. Found a room assignment list. New building, 3rd floor, status, end of July. Room 308, silent mood. Yomotsuki Ruka. Note, which is not the name that we've been given for Ruka, but it's very close to it. Notes, we've been asked to report the results of Ruka's musical therapy. Report the progression of her Moonlight Syndrome symptoms to the director, as well as which moon sounds she responds to. Room 309, Faded Moon, Magaki Yuko. A generous donor to the facility. He gets upset if you enter his room while he's painting, so please avoid doing so if possible. Also, never touch his paintings. Room 310, Waning Moon, Aso Misaki. Misaki is receiving special treatment directly from Director Haibara. She's quite delicate, so do not let her make contact with a patient on the 4th floor. What do you think that means, everyone? Room 311, Waxing Moon, Sendo Kageri. Kageri is being treated by the director in conjunction with her family doctor. Do not enter her special treatment room except in an absolute emergency. Okay, well, we just got some very interesting news. As you see, Ruka's name is Minatsuki Ruka. Come on, item. It might even be on the other side of this window. Nope, there's one over there. This is the room, by the way, that has made me forever have feelings about the item system. The item discovery system. Unless I'm supposed to interact with something else on the desk. Yes, I was. All right. I know what this is. Uh, 1956. Thank you for walking very slowly, nurse heading toward room. Appreciate you. The music's getting kind of scary in here, like that. These are cool framed news articles. Can't read it. Medicine related, though, I think. The crunchy glass is so gross. Ruka's on a more secure floor than Ayako, who has been torturing and killing people. Well, torturing people and killing animals. Terrible.
この感覚曲とともに訪れる深い記憶のかけら体のどこかが覚えている しい匂いにも似た。
She's got such sparkly eyes. Love her. Also, I loved how Misaki was described as delicate, and Misaki's the one who was just like, Madoka, I'm going back to the island, and I'm going to search everything, and you'd better be able to keep up. Mouth sounds. All right. There we go. That was phase 4. And that's where I'm going to call it for today. Like I said, going to do a slightly shorter stream today, instead of pushing it to an hour and a half or 2 hours, just to make sure that I'm not overdoing it for my arm. Really excited to continue this. I can't... The beginning of this game is good, but where it goes, like, it's starting to ramp up from this point to the stuff that really genuinely excites me. So I'm really excited to keep sharing it. Probably, looking at our schedule, probably I will be doing more of this on Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I might... There's a small possibility of a Saturday stream that I think is kind of unlikely, but I might do some. But if you check our... I point as if my hands are going to follow this. They won't. If you check our YouTube channel, we have a couple of Silk Song and a couple of E33 streams upcoming on Friday, Sunday, and another day. I don't have it open in front of me to look at it. But come join us if we end up doing a double up day so I can play some more Fatal Frame 2. It will, well, Fatal Frame also. I'll be playing earlier in the day than Z plays their streams. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. It was really fun. The things are starting to get mysterious and strange and weird, and it's only going to get more so. I think the package may have been delivered and then they didn't ask for the code, despite all of this plan for it, because I saw Z run through, answer the door, and then run away. Well, try not to interrupt me. But we'll find out. That might have been something totally different. Have a great rest of your week. Fingers crossed for better news all around, just in general in this world. But we stay silly. Have a great one, everyone. Bye!